makes a return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
To the air, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a grab on the shot. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Quick step and go. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Dropping back, it's Hurts. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hurts. Moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grab it behind the line. It's Ginn. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Under fire. This will likely be the last play of the half. Direct snap. It's Smith. Got a little space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the snap, it's Smith. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Caught behind the line. It's Leonard. At the 35, he's open. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Creates a little room. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Might be changing the route. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Smith. Smashes ahead. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
The Irish send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Got it near midfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Smith. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Snap to the back. Ripping through the defense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. On the direct snap, it's Smith. He gets it into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is good, and the gamble gives them the lead by 1. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hurts. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Complete in the middle. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Hits him in stride at the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Gotta find a completion on this one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of